Network Entertainment.
Hey, welcome everyone to another episode of Keri Kita. We are your guides into the gaming world, both hardcore gamers and hardcore parents. I am Ray.
And I'm Joey. So today we have a question. Anong gagawin pag nabubuli ang anak mo sa gaming?
And for this, we have a very special guest, none other than Mr. Kim Patrick Magdangan, licensed professional teacher, registered guidance counselor, psychology professor sa University of Makati. Welcome, sir!
Yay!
Hi, Ma'am, sir. Thank you for inviting me here.
Yeah, thank you for coming over, Mr. Kim.
At pakidagdag na rin na isa siyang Genshin Impact player.
Yan, ang legit na gaming
Gamer
creds.
din.
Yan.
Gamer din siya. So not only is he a professor, a guidance counselor, he's also a gamer.
Yan. So, very, very special and very, very unique ang kanyang background for us. But we should hear more straight from him, from Mr. Kim. Sige nga po. Mr. Kim, please introduce yourself. What is your background on psychology and more especially as a gamer?
Hello, good afternoon once again, Sir Ray and Ma'am Joey. I've been in the field for almost 6 years, going 7 to be exact. Kasi I started as a guidance counselor, part-time, and also a part-time professor back then. And then upon transferring to University of Makati, I became a full-time professor of psychology and then part-time guidance counselor. So it's the other way around na this time. Iyon, so far, ang aking working experiences. But actually prior to that, naging 1 year HR din ako. Actually, I'm also a certified HR.
Ah, wow!
Nice.
Meron din ganun. Pero hindi ko na siya ginagamit kasi hindi naman ako practicing na as an HR. So, mas focus na talaga sa pagtuturo ng psychology and also a counselor in our school. Currently, ayun na nga, meron din kaming clinic na ang kinikater na namin this time instead of the students, yung mga staffs and mga professors who also experiences this mga psychological imbalances and the likes.
Ayan.
Yeah.
Sobrang sakto. What about in gaming, Mr. Kim? Ano ba mga current nating nilalaro at mga all-time favorites natin dyan?
Ayan, as mentioned by Ma'am Joey, during my college years, I've been into gaming din talaga. Like League of Legends, Tekken. I
Yun.
competed actually professionally. Pero sa province namin ito, no? Asuka yung main
Yan.
character ko back then. And then, yung highest ko naging rank third sa buong Bicol. Si
Wow.
Asuka kasama yung ano ko.
Oragon.
Yeah. Hindi ko alam kung kaya ko pa, pero feeling ko naman meron pa naman yung mga combo sa
Muscle
Tekken.
memory na yun.
No.
Muscle memory na nga ang tawag. Pero this time, after work, ang mga nilalaro ko na kasi, yung hindi na siya ganun ka-immersive, like Mobile Legends, wala kang i-maintain sa Mobile Legends. Pwede kang maglaro ng 1 to 2 hour,
Correct.
2 games rather, and then pwede ka na matulog later on. Genshin, oo, back then, medyo bumabalik-balik, depende kapag medyo gusto ko yung character. Last time si Wanderer napabalik ako kay Wanderer. Ang ganda, lumilipad Kaya sabi ko, kunin ko nga siya. Wala akong ipon. Medyo napagastos.
Nako!
Ngayon, recently si Cloud Retainer, nung nakita ko yung trailer niya, so parang mapapagastos ako dito sa kanya. Wala na naman akong ipon, pero buti na lang, na-control yung impulse. So currently, yun ang mga nilalaro ko. Also, Honkai Star Rail, which is also from MiHoYo.
Mihoyo.
Hindi siya ganun ka-immersive, kaya ako siya nilalaro. So,
Nako,
mga 30
Parang
minutes.
gusto ko nga yun
Mga 30 minutes lang siya, Ma'am Joey. Gagawin ko lang yung dailies. Tapos minsan konting laro ng story quest. Mga 30 minutes to 1 hour, pwede ko na siyang iwan.
Nako.
Daily.
Ay,
Ang galing nung take, actually, yun ang agad napansin ko agad. No? Ang galing nung take ni Sir on gaming. It's very, very measured, di ba? On the time and everything. Because actually, na-discuss na namin to previous and then the other episodes ng podcast na ito, no? About yung keeping yourself or keeping your family very conscious about the time that they spend gaming, ganyan, hanggang hindi siya mag-escalate, diba, into addiction or disorder, because we still really support gaming. That's a very healthy activity for your kids, but of course there are always limits.
Yeah. And I think for today, what's important to also bring into the topic since si Sir kasi knows that gaming is a community. Gaming has always been social, especially now when you say Mobile Legends, Genshin Impact. Kanina, we were actually talking about, ano ba yung community ng Genshin Impact? How do we support one another? And when we talk about social and community, parang dyan pumapasok yung pambubuli. Di ba? Which is our topic for today. Parang, paano ba nagsisimula yung pagbubuli sa games?
Well, maraming factors kasi. Pero yung the bully, what do we call that person? Yung nambubuli, maraming mga possible factors kung bakit sila nambubuli. There are some games na nagkakaroon sila ng guild or parang social group. Guilds sa Genshin kasi walang ganun. Like siguro sa Ragnarok. Minsan, pagdating sa mga guild, kung sino yung outcast sa grupo, they tend to bully it. Ayun naman yung mga na-observe sa researches. Kapag outside the group ka, hindi ka belong, binubuli nila yung hindi involved sa group. Another factors, pwede din yung kung sino ang mas mahina. Kasi dito sa online gaming world, minsan hindi sila personally malakas pero pagdating sa game, malakas sila. So yung sense of parang meron silang authority sa isang game, kung sino yung mahina sa kanila, nagkakaroon sila ng confidence, parang ma-uplift yung ego nila at in that way, yung pangbubuli na gagawa nila. Kasi in that world, mas malakas sila sa iba eh. Sense of fulfillment and to improve their self-esteem. Well, usually yung mga kabataan, wala pa sila sa tinatawag kasi natin to sa ganitong edad is the age of storm and stress. Hindi pa nila ma-rationalize kung tama pa ba or mali na yung kanilang ginagawa. Pagdating kasi sa human development, at the age of 25 or 20 tayo, yung parang rational na mag-isip. Pero below that age, yung mga kabataan, medyo irrational pa talaga mag-isip. Hindi na, minsan unconscious na sila, hindi na nila alam na yung ginagawa nila ay hindi na tama. So in that world kasi talaga, doon nagkakaroon sila ng self-achievement and superiority complex if we refer it to the theory of Alfred Adler. Lahat tayo may superiority complex at mas mataas ito sa mga ganitong edad. Mga below 20 and 25 kasi nga yung development of brain, especially the frontal lobe for the being rational, mababa pa sa kanila. Ano pa ba mga...
Very interesting.
I'm going to circle back to what you said, Sir, noon. Kapag mahina ka sa personal life mo, and then you suddenly find na malakas ka sa gaming, doon mas malaki ang tendency mo to be a bully.
Yes. According to the researches and study, may ganun na resulta. Na kasi dito mo na-achieve yung kumbaga superiority complex, dito ka malakas eh. At minsan yung pangdadaw ng ibang tao, mas ma-emphasize kasi na ikaw yung malakas.
Because you cannot do it in real life, no?
Exactly. Exactly. And yun pa nga, nasa stage pa sila ng underdeveloping pa yung pagiging rational. So hindi pa nila ma-identify kung tama.
Very, very interesting. Yeah. I mean, these are all new for me today. Yeah.
Pero tama, it makes sense.
It does make sense.
Kung minsan kasi itong mga batang mahina sa totoong buhay, baka binubuli rin sila in real life.
Posible din. Posible din. At dito nga sila sa online game nga, nakakaramdam ng superiority.
Biglang ang lakas nila, hindi ba?
Exact. Kasi gano'n naman siya madalas eh. Kung sino yung malakas, sila yung may tendency mambully. Hindi naman yung mahina eh. Kung sa online worlds, doon na sila malakas, doon na sila may tendency makapang-bully.
Wow. That's new.
Yeah. That's very, very interesting. I guess related doon sa ganun is, for me, kunyari, as a parent, listening to this podcast and hearing this now, 'di ba? Parang may mga signs ba? May mga signs ba kung dapat makita na kasi yung signs ng bullying in real life, and again, ang dali kasing i-compare nito in real life because we've all been exposed to bullying ever since, 'di ba? Pag umuwi ng may pasa, ng may black eye, 'di ba? Madali lang siya makita eh. Tingin natin, ano ba yung mga kailangan tingnan ng mga parents kung may nangyayari ng bullying sa mga anak nila?
Ito magandang tanong na kailangan nating masagot. Well, siguro ang pinakauna dito dapat kilala ng magulang yung kanilang mga anak.
Very good.
Kasi usually, we can see na there is an abnormality kapag may nagbago sa behavior ng anak. Ngayon, kung isa kang parent na hindi mo kilala yung anak mo, hindi mo ma-observe kung ano yung nagbago sa anak mo. But when it comes to seeing the symptoms from these children or who experience bullying, ang pwede natin dyan ma-check na symptoms are, first, biglang nag-isolate, nagkukulong ng kwarto, isolation. Second, pwedeng bumaba yung performance sa school. Third, yung mga dating masaya siyang gawin, biglang ayaw niya nang gawin. So let's say Genshin Impact, biglang ayaw niya mag-Genshin Impact for some reason. So pwede itong symptom na nabubuli siya online. Ano pa ba? Pagbaba ng grade, pagbago ng behavior, yung mga ginagawa, nag-iiba na. At yung pinaka-worst na symptom na wag na sana nating hayaan makita ay yung nagkakaroon na ng suicidal tendencies or physical harm. Kasi minsan yung mga bata, as what I've said earlier, medyo irrational pa. Minsan i-internalize nila yung mga nasasabi sa kanila online. Like, may mga bullying, yung mga verbatim na pakamatay ka na, wala kang silbi sa mundo, ganyan. Minsan i-internalize nila kasi usually pag ang mga batang ito pumasok sa online world, minsan na-internalize nila to the point na feeling nila sila na mismo yung character na yun. At kung makaka-receive sila ng mga ganitong remarks, minsan nagmamanifest siya in real life. Kaya pag nakitaan na natin sila ng mga physical harm, posibleng biktima na sila ng bullying or online bullying. Kasi ito lang naman yung mga mundong ginagalawan nila minsan eh.
Right. And when you said a while ago na dito sila nagkakaroon ng sense of fulfillment, siguro kasunod na yun yung ako na to eh, 'di ba? This is where I belong. So kapag merong nagsabi sa akin na, uy, ayaw ka namin dito, magpakamatay ka na, then doon siya biglang nagre-resort to, I guess, psychological stress.
Posible kasi 'di ba? At least may masasabi kang world mo, magaling ka, tapos biglang magkakaroon ng ganito, mga remarks, mapofrustrate yung mga batang into gaming. Frustration kasi dito na nga ako tapos ganito yung marireceive kong remarks, which is na-internalize nila. Walang guidance minsan ng magulang. Hindi ma-orient ng magulang na game lang yan anak. At ang mga ganitong bata, yun na nga, mapofrustrate sila kasi dito na sila magaling tapos mabibigyan ka pa ng remarks na hindi ka okay sa game na yan.
How can parents help?
Kapag yung parent mismo, pwede nilang kumbaga reorient or reappraise yung thinking ng anak. Let's say ang anak ay nasa edad 13, 14, pwede mo reappraise, anak, game lang ito. Pwede ka naman mag-iba pang game. Ayan. Pero pag dumating siya sa point na nagbago na talaga yung chemical sa brain, like more of cortisol. Cortisol kasi is being released in the brain kapag sobrang stress na yung individual. GABA naman pag nadidepress na, magiging lethargic na yung bata. Kapag affected na yung neurotransmitters, yung chemical sa utak, doon na tayo mag-resort na kailangan na natin ng psychiatric drugs, which iniiwasan kasi it may cause a permanent effect. Kasi pag nag-take na ng drugs. So at lalo na kung yun, may mga suicidal tendencies na, kailangan na talaga natin ng expert like the counselors or the psychologist to help the child kapag dumating na sa puntong ganito. Pero kung sa parent, level pa lang, pwede mo naman silang may reorient, do something else that would promote happiness, siguro chocolates, food, other things that can promote
simple things, no? Or traveling probably.
Pwedeng ganon. Kasi itong mga happy things that they can do, actually, it would promote naman the happy hormones which are the serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, endorphin. Kung hindi na nila ito nakukuha sa game, usually kasi kaya tayo tumatambay sa game kasi doon tayo nakakakuha ng anong mga sinabi kong neurotransmitter. Pero kung hindi mo na siya makuha, more on cortisol na, cortisol is for the stress, then try something else as a parent. Maybe pwede mo silang i-travel, siguro. Pahinga sa game, hindi naman pwede naman na magpahinga sa game at balikan mo na lang siya later on. Pwede naman na ganun.
Have you had real experiences of talking to, dalawa kasing sides, no? Yung nabubuli at saka yung nambubuli. Because as a parent, you are watching for these
Both.
two things, no? Both sides. Ano ba yung anak ko? Mukha ba siyang nambubuli? Or kasi as a parent, parang ayoko yun din, di ba? Yung nakakasakit ng iba yung anak ko. And the other one is, nabubuli naman siya, wherein the effects that you have been talking about are manifesting.
Sa previous practice ko, na previous school to be exact, to be specific, ang nangyari, ang naging client ko dito ay isang estudyante high school na bully. Nabully. Ang nakitang symptoms kasi yung estudyante ayaw nang pumasok sa school. Ayaw nang pumasok sa school, and online gaming ito. Siyempre mahihirapan tayong i-identify kung sino tong kumbaga perpetrator or nang bubuli sa kanya. Ayaw nang pumasok sa school ng bata, ayaw kahit sa bahay nila ayaw lumabas, tas ayaw na mag-game. Good thing yung parent netong batang to ay kilala yung anak. Na-observe nila yung abnormality, na-observe nila yung pinagbago ng behavior. And then, ayun nga, as referred by the teacher, kasi nga hindi na nagbago yung academic performance, doon na namin nalaman na nabubuli nga siya online. So, with certain therapy, reorientation, reappraisal, kailangan natin itong gawin sa bata para maalis natin sa internalization nila na yung game ay game lang, hindi ito yung kanilang real world. Kasi sa mga edad na talagang ganito, mga, if I can remember it right, nasa edad 14, babae rin to 14, 15. Kasi minsan, yun nga, yung mundo ng online game, minsan feeling nila, yun na nga lang sila, doon na sila pinaka-okay at doon pa sila mabubuli.
Tsaka maganda sila doon no?
Oo, maganda sila doon. Pwede nilang, minsan may mga game na pwede nilang i-dress up yung character
Yeah.
Minsan naman, yung nagiging crush na yung character.
Naku, ganyan yung anak namin.
In real life, hindi mo siya makuha, di ba? Pero sa game,
Nako, sakto.
God, sakto. So, sige, kukwento ko yan ha, since nandito ka at psychology professor ka. So, our daughter is in love with a Genshin Impact character. And probably 5 years later, she's gonna kill me for this statement. Sana magising siya sa katotohanan.
pag umidad na siyang 20.
Oo, pag mabente, narinig
Pwede
na
niyang
tong podcast na to.
Pwede niyang pakinggan to.
Sasapakin niya ako and I will welcome it kasi nagising na siya. So, crush niya. Siyempre, yung mga ganyang edad, di ba, nagkakaroon ka ng, I guess, awakening, no? Social, sexual, whatsoever. And then, na-in love siya doon sa isang Genshin character, si Child. And I think, ito rin yung time ng socialization kasi sa school, nagkakaroon sila ng mga acquaintance party, orientation, mga soiree-soiree, diba? Because as you've said, this is the age where it's important for them to interact and get to know one another.
Yes.
Hinahanap niya si Child. Paano?
Hinahanap niya si Child sa soiree.
Paano? Sabi niya, Mom, there's no one in my school who looks like Child. Sabi ko, syempre, anak Russian siya. At anime lang siya, di ba? Actually, hindi ko alam kung Russian siya. Taga Sneznaya yata siya.
Sneznaya.
Oo, see? Alam ni sir. So, sabi ko, paano? Hindi ka makakahanap ng, pupunta tayo sa abroad para makakita ka ng ganyan na may blue eyes, di ba? At matangkad. But see, it affects her, right? I mean, she could be reaching out to her fellow classmates saying that, appreciate them for who they are. But no, I am looking for somebody who looks like Child.
But I think ang very important na nangyayari doon is nakakapagsabi siya sa'yo. Diba?
Yes,
Nadidiscuss nyo.
Nag-complain siya sa akin na walang kamukha si
nyo.
Child sa school.
So that's, I think the rest of the podcast episodes, lagi naming ini-stress yun na parang, be there for your child. Ang ganda ng sinabi niyo kanina na kayo
dapat kilala mo yung
kayo
anak
lang yung
mo.
nakakakita ng changes, di ba? So dapat sana nandyan kayo to guide them, di ba? Kayo sana yung first line of defense.
I think that's a very beautiful statement coming from Sir Kim, no? Him saying, the first thing that you have to do is kilalanin mo yung anak mo. At least kung alam mong si Child ang hinahanap niya, baka hindi niya makikita yan dito.
Yeah. So, ang daming sobrang interesting na things na nadidiscuss natin ngayon. I think I would like, just like the other episodes in this podcast rin, we were discussing rin na we were promoting, 'di ba, the benefits still of gaming, 'di ba? So, ang question ko ngayon is, there are all these dangers, but I understand, di ba? Kasi hindi ako nag-Genshin, and kayo, obviously, nag-Genshin kayo. And there are lots of other games out there. Meron na silang mga, na mga in-game na mechanics to prevent bullying, actually. Can you discuss this? Di ba parang, this is something that the game developers and companies are fully aware of. That's why meron na silang mga systems in place.
Safeguards against bullying.
Sige,
Because, of course, as Sir said kanina, kapag nabully siya, hindi na siya maglalaro. Hindi, ayaw na niya. Diba? So, we'd like to hear from you about that.
I think aside from the gamer, yung bata, maliban sa dapat alam niya yung ano yung mga pwede niyang gawin on her own or on his own, dapat siguro yung parents aware din. May mga game na may mechanic, like to be specific, Mobile Legend, may mechanic doon na pwede mong i-mute yung chat. Hindi mo makikita yung chat ng mga kalaro mo or nung kalaban mo. Meron din doon mechanic na i-mute yung mic. Pwede rin to. I think the parent should know as well kasi minsan yung bata hindi nila alam.
Correct.
So kung gamer yung parent, pwede nila yung maituro sa mga anak nila para yung ma-prevent yung bullying. What else?
So you're saying there's always an option, diba? To huwag ka makiusap. There's always an option na hindi ka kausapin. Di ba may ganyan?
And pwede ka rin kasi mamili ng group. Kasi itong online gaming, socializing na siya. May mga game na may mga click groups. Kapag hindi ka okay sa guild, ang tawag kasi nila dito, like Ragnarok. Kapag doon sa guild mo na yun ay nabubuli ka, pwede ka nang lumipat ng guild. Kasi may mga personality rin sila actually online personality. Kapag hindi mo sila same ng interest, halimbawa yung guild na ito ay very into green jokes or something, tapos ikaw personally hindi ikaw.
You have
kasi
an
minsan
option.
gumagawa sila sa lapas ng mag-join ka dito sa group chat na to, ang topic namin dito ay ganito. Kapag hindi healthy sa'yo, pwede mo siya i-prevent, join another guild. Kasi amazingly, meron talaga silang social world na rin dito sa online game
At
na ito.
sobrang tight-knit ang mga groups na ito. Hindi
Exactly. Lalo pag same interest sila at ikaw iba yung interest mo. Ito na nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, pwede ka rin mabully online dahil lang sa iba yung interest mo sa nasalihan mong guild. Guild ang tawag kasi nila dito. I don't know with the other game. Mga ganyan ba? Ano pa ba ang mga pwedeng ways to prevent bullying? Aside from the mute, the chat, yun din, pwede ka rin magbago ng game. Kapag yung game sa'yo ay hindi na something to promote, to be specific kasi sir, yung dopamine, this is a happy hormone can be taken from playing online games, dopamine. Pero pag gusto mo yung deeper, pag may socializing involved, ang neurotransmitter na nai-release ni brain that would cause you to be happy is serotonin na. Serotonin, pag may socializing. Ngayon, pag may sense of love, Nako, pag na-inlove ka na kay child or ano, ang neurotransmitter naman na pwedeng i-release ni brain natin dito ay oxytocin.
Wow, okay.
Ngayon naman, kung very challenging, talagang ma-alert yung utak mo, like siguro horror games or COD, yung barilan.
Yan, super
more of
stress.
active adrenaline naman yung neurotransmitter na i-release, which is also healthy for the brain. Kasi the less you use your brain, mag-shrink siya, hindi siya magpa-function. Kaya kailangan ginagamit natin yung brain natin. So yung mga ganitong game, yung mga nang activate, actually helpful naman talaga siya. In moderation, I guess.
In moderation.
Of course.
Yeah, in moderation.
Napakagandang point nung, I think, just change the game, di ba? You always have a choice. You always have a choice.
I have a story about this actually. One of my friends got bullied online because of a disruptive idea or opinion. Ganon kasi sa social, di ba?
Yes.
Parang it's a vacuum. It's an echo chamber of similar opinions. Tapos pag kumontra ka, biglang boom, mob, diba? And then, she was talking to us about it. And then one of our friends said, di off mo. Diba? Hindi naman totoo yun. Diba? Parang cloud lang yun. Tapos i-off mo siya and it will disappear. But I guess that goes back to what you said a while ago, no? Sometimes when you are so into on an online activity, whether it be gaming, social media, or even communities, no? You begin to think that's the real world. So yun yung danger sa mga bata, specifically when they're very young. Yung, actually, andito po kami ha. Totoo kami ha. We're real. And you have real friends who may not look like child, but they are there for you as a support group. So support groups, I would think, are very important.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. We are the Eavesdrop Podcast. My name is Francesca.
My name is Jelly.
This is Delamar.
This is Jude. What's up?
Yeah, and we are inviting you to check us out, your fellow TPN podcast.
And if you want to learn more about life, what's happening around us, you want to know about love, healing, this is the podcast you should be listening to.
Eavesdrop, 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 eavesdrop. Sometimes we get drunk and do the show. Those are the fun ones.
Like today,
Ooh, why? Who's drunk? Like right now.
you're red as a bug.
Am I? Eavesdrop, please catch it. 4 hosts going crazy. You'll have fun. You'll cry. Everything else. So please check it out. The Eavesdrop.
Only on the Pod Network.
Kasi nga dito, di ba sa Genshin, yung mga players, may social group na sila dyan. Gagawa sila ng GC outside eh.
Tama.
Ngayon, kung hindi nabubuli ka nito, mag-join ka na lang sa another GC ng Genshin. Pwede naman yun.
Pwede naman. Oo, yeah.
Oo, kung it causes you stress na.
I have another question for Sir, no? I think kinuwento mo kanina yung you actually helped a child out of bullying. When do teachers come into play? Kasi I think you also spend a lot of time with our children. So while we spend time with our children at home, you tend to be able to monitor their performance in school na may actual metrics kasi grades.
Yes.
Diba? Nakikita niyo yung grades eh.
Yes.
Kami kasi parang nakikita na lang namin siya after a quarter. But I guess you can see quizzes, yung performance niya sa school. When will teachers come into play?
I think the best that the teacher can do here is actually see the symptoms at least. Kasi pag nakita nila yung symptoms, maaari silang mag-refer. Ang problema kasi there are some teachers na yun nga, pwedeng hindi nila nakita yung symptoms, wala silang ginawa. Kasi I think their major role here is to see the symptoms and then refer to the guidance office or to
That's
the guidance
great.
counselor or to the psychologist. Hindi naman sila yung directly gagawa ng therapy or the reappraisal kung ano man na technique para ma-reorient.
When you finally spot that your child has a bullying symptom, what is the right thing to say as a parent?
Bullying symptom. Depende kasi kung anong symptom eh. Kapag
Kunyari,
life-threatening.
Nag-isolate na siya, nakikita mo na parang ayaw na niya masyadong kumain or hindi siya naliligo.
Well, pag ganito, depende kasi sa personality ng bata. Pwede mo siya paunti-unti. Huwag mo siyang bibiglain. Pwede mo siyang ma-divert. Ang technique namin dito sa counseling, pwede mo i-divert muna siya. Like, example, na yung anak mo is into drawing naman, pag-drawingin mo muna siya. Pwede naman siyang pagsulatin kung ano mga nafe-feel niya, kung ano yung...
Ang ganda. Very, very practical. No?
Yeah, kasi I encountered this kind of client na hindi niya masabi kung anong nafe-feel niya, and then I found out na he's into Demon Slayer.
The anime.
Demon Slayer. As in,
Yeah.
Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Kimetsu,
Yeah,
no?
he's into
Oo.
Demon Slayer. And then, one time, what I did, sabi ko, sino favorite character mo sa Demon Slayer? Ang sabi niya, si Inosuke. Sige nga, drawingan mo ako ng Inosuke.
Tapos nag-iba yung activity.
Nag-inusuke.
Ang galing.
But gusto rin niya yun eh, diba? Which
Yeah.
is a really great thing.
Nare-remind siya na may kumbaga, nagawa ko siya ng temporary purpose in life. Like, eto, ang
Galing.
purpose mo muna sa buhay ay mag-drawing ng Inosuke. The other day, kinulayan niya na yon hanggang si Kanao, hanggang na-reappraise yung utak niya na magkaroon siya ng sense of purpose. Kasi yung case na ito, nawawalan siya ng purpose in life. Suicidal yung naging client ko na ito.
You said what drives them to the brink is a lack of purpose.
Ayun, minsan. Kaya nagiging suicidal yung mga ganito kasi nawawalan na silang purpose in life. Kailangan mo silang hanapan ng paraan para kahit temporary sense of purpose. Kung ano ba yung masaya sila. Kung ano man ito. Like,
So it's still key. I mean, the great thing about what you did is that you knew and you found out na mahilig siya sa Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Oo, alam
But
niya.
that's important. How did you get that out?
nalaman ko lang ito sa mga kaklase din.
Oh.
Kasi suicidal yung estudyante. Iba naman kasi yung case na ito.
Iba
Hindi na
tong,
siya
iba tong.
bullying.
Oo.
More on heartbroken.
Wow,
Wala na siyang
okay,
sense of
okay.
purpose.
Oo.
So, nagawan ko siya ng temporary sense of purpose. Ang purpose mo for only siguro weeks, mag-drawing ka muna na mag-drawing. At na-normalize yung neurotransmitter niya sa utak. Nag-release ulit yung mga happy hormone.
So activities can normalize
Yes,
your
it can-
hormonal.
It can bring back the neurotransmitter.
Oh. Ngayon ko lang yun.
Galing.
Yeah.
Oo.
Kasi pag
Super
nasa
helpful.
depression ka talaga, wala nang release eh. Wala nang release ng happy hormones. Puro na lang cortisol, stress, puro GABA. GABA is para maging lethargic ka. Ihiga mo ng ihiga. Ngayon, kung magagawan mo yung bata ng temporary source of happiness, kahit temporary lang, pag bumalik yung release ng neurotransmitter, pwede naman nilang maalala ulit yung kung ano talaga yung major nagkakos sa kanilang happiness.
Some parents do resort to, if they find out nag-gaming yan, tapos nabully siya or may nangyaring hindi okay, papatigilin nila sa gaming, di ba?
Yeah, especially if they don't know the benefit of these games.
Yeah.
Well, how would you tell that to parents na, uy, wag naman masyadong, is that a good thing na bawalan mo siyang mag-game? Cold
Wala agad.
turkey?
Oo.
Well, ang ginagawa namin sa mga ganitong case kasi ma'am, minsan nagkakaroon kami ng seminar specifically for the parents. Let's say, ang topic is about the gaming, bullying gaming. So through that, pwede nating ma-orient yung benefits ng game sa mga parents na a-attend ng seminar. Sa school to well, in reality, minsan mahirap i-reach yung lahat.
Right.
Good thing we have podcasts which we can
Yes.
upload to
Exactly.
YouTube. Ito ang ginagawa natin ngayon, sir.
Mm-mm.
So maybe once they learn the benefits of online gaming, maybe they will learn na hindi naman talaga siya negative totally.
So, ang ganda nung, I think that's a great segue to what I'm about to say na parang if you have any questions whatsoever, di ba, you can just, may mechanism kasi dito sa Spotify where we can ask questions and we can answer anytime. So, just ask away, parents who are listening, no, if you have any questions for us, for Sir Kim, we'll try our best to answer them. Napakagandang, I think, venue for this. Ako, yung next question ko or siguro yung next inquiry ko is more on you personally. No, parang it seems like it's a very complicated job.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Kasi parang it takes a lot of mental toll. Then siguro with you, no. So I guess hindi na to nasa topic ng bullying natin, but how do you take care of yourself first, as in you personally?
As a responsible gamer.
Oo, as a
I
responsible.
think it's such a great thing, no, to have Sir Kim here because he's one example of a gamer who has won a Tekken competition and is equally accomplished
Yes.
as a professor.
And is able to advise
Right?
other people.
So, you're kind of like parang idol, di ba? Uy, idol! Kasi gamer na, professional na, di ba? It's like a very young, 26. You're 26.
Actually, ma'am, just to share, I had a vacation in Thailand, tapos I connected my region there, and I became the top 16 Chang'a of Thailand. It's a hero in Mobile Legends.
Okay, at
Nirarank kasi
mobile,
kung gaano ka
Mobile
kagaling.
Legends. Okay,
Kung
okay.
gaano ka kagaling sa
Oo.
hero.
Psychologist
Obvious na hindi
na
ako
gamer,
nag-ML eh.
diba?
So, wow.
Achievement siya sa sense of achievement. Like
Wow.
sa mga ML player, alam
So,
nila yun.
So to parents who think gamers are delinquents, no,
Here's
here is a proof.
Oo.
Diba?
Yun na.
So
Oo.
tell us about that. Tell us about how do you balance gaming and your work?
Iyon, sige. Okay, may question ka kanina, ma'am, na gusto ko rin sagutin.
Sige.
Ang standard kasi para sa aming mga psychology professionals, at least 4 clients in a day. Kasi more than that, medyo draining din siya.
Okay.
Pwede namin makalimutan na wala na kaming source of serotonin din personally. Kasi pag drain ka as a therapist, wala kang maibibigay. So, kailangan mo rin ng time para magkaroon ka rin ng source of serotonin. So, ayan. That's
Fill
why
the cup, sabi
Yeah.
nga nila.
That's why I play game. Even me, I tell to the students as much as possible as their professor, hindi ko sila binibigyan ng assignment hanggat kaya ko. Kasi gusto ko magkaroon din kayo ng source of happiness outside studying. Dapat ma-feel nyo yung sarili nyo para may maibigay kayo academically. Well, ako going back to me, I always manage my time At least 1 to 2 hours lang ako magigame before I sleep. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng wala akong source of happiness. The neurotransmitters I mentioned earlier, kailangan ma-refill ko siya. Although teaching talaga is a source of happiness sa akin, pero to be honest, yung conducting the therapy, medyo draining
I
siya.
can imagine, di ba?
That's
Hindi
right.
siya something na magpo-promote ng happy hormone. Kasi may tinatawag tayong transference wherein yung baggage ng client mo, pwede mo siyang
Totoo.
mapasayo. Like minsan yung mga suicidal thoughts, minsan contagious yun. May tinatawag tayong suicide contagious or kung ano man na feeling, contagious siya. Nadadala siya. That's why the standard, as much as possible, 4 na client in a day.
So, pati yun measured din, no? Ang galing, no?
Time management is key.
Oo. Management of everything. Like 4, no more than 4. Ang galing, ang sobrang interesting.
I learned a lot today.
Mag-enroll na tayong lahat sa University of Makati. Hanapin natin si Sir Kim. Oo, di ba? Hindi, no, seriously though, it's a very enlightening,
Yeah,
I think,
a very
episode.
enlightening episode.
I forgot to add yung sleep. Very important.
Oh, there you go.
I
See?
forgot. I was about to say it. Kaya ako 2 to 3 games or at least 1 to 2 hours lang ako mag-game kasi kailangan ko magkaroon ng sleep. Kasi pag kulang ka sa sleep, hindi mo na-refill yung energy din ng neurons mo. Wala kang ma-i-discuss. Wala kang lecture. Makakalimutan yun ng memory mo. Yung topics na i-discuss mo. At hindi ka rin.
Paano pag nag-grind ka? Kailangan mong maging top 16.
Totoo naman yan. What I usually do, ako personally, hirap na hirap ako matulog kung ang last game ko ay talo ako.
Yes, exactly.
Ang hirap.
I think we can all gamers can relate. One more game, one more game.
Hindi mo nakuha si Traveler, di ba? Parang, Wanderer, di ba? Parang, hala, anong gagawin ko?
Ako personally, what I do sa Mobile Legends, dapat yung last game ko, panalo ako at least. Makakatulog na ako nun. Siguro for the others, of course, kung iba naman yung ano nila, kailangan mong gumawa ng less stimulating or less stimulating activity. Like, that's why I told you earlier, I play Honkai Star Rail, which is automatic. Hindi siya less stimulating na siya Inaantok na ako nun.
Totoo yan, sir. Kasi nung naglaro ako ng God of War, hirap ako matulog
Totoo,
Parang
pag super
iniisip
involved
ko,
ka. Oo.
Ako si Kratos
Yun din. Kaya importante din na pagpatulog ka na dapat yung less stimulating yung adrenaline na.
Kumbaga wind down na to dapat.
Wind down. You need a wind down game. Like maybe Animal Crossing.
Yan.
Oo,
mga
totoo
ganyan.
yun. Totoo yun. Effective
Pampatulog
yun.
games.
Sa mga ibang gamer. Tigilan nyo muna yung adrenaline stimulating game.
Totoo yan.
Patulog na.
I think we need to reiterate that, no?
Yes.
Sleep
Sleep.
is super important.
And I think I also discovered this recently, no, and base din sa mga nabasa ko. I don't know if you can corroborate, no. Parang ang sabi nila, hindi mo naman talaga actually kailangan yung 8 hours. Iba-iba daw ang
Depende.
Oo, iba-iba
Sa
daw.
physiological demand ng body. Usually, pag mga 20s below 8 talaga. Pero beyond, mga 25 years old, beyond, mga 6 hours.
Oh, yun.
Depende sa genetic,
Kaya
physiological.
pala yung mga lola, madaling nagwawalis na sa umaga.
Oh, alas 4 okay na sila, di ba?
Nagwawalis,
Oo.
oo.
Hindi na ganun kasi tapos na tayo kasi sir and ma'am, pag nasa developing stage, nung nagde-develop ng brain and also ng physical growth, kailangan talaga natin ng sleep. Pero of course, sa elders, wala na silang i-develop masyado.
Wala nang i-develop.
So, yun yung
Tapos na
reality,
po.
physiologically.
Sandali lang.
Develop na po.
Ah,
No,
yan.
but I think I would like to repeat as a parent, no, and specifically for children who are in the developing stage,
Yun.
kailangan pa rin nilang matulog. So it's really important for us to kind of monitor their gaming activity as well.
Totoo yan, I can relate. Actually, among the siblings, ako yung pinakamaliit. Kasi ako yung less sa pagtulog. I'll admit that. And also, I'm less into physical activities. Ang tatangkad ng kapatid ko. Pero ako, like, syempre, di ba nasabi ko, irrational ako noon.
Oh, irrational.
Totoo.
Like, pagtulog na yung parents ko, ay, okay, open ko na yung PlayStation ko.
Ayan na.
Totoo yun.
Ayan
Hindi
na.
ako na, well, they were a good parents, pero siguro hindi lang nila ako nabantayan in that aspect.
Ayan, oo.
Totoo yun. Kulang
Ayan.
yung tulog ko noon. Totoo yun.
Kaya matulog na tayo.
Matulog po tayong lahat.
Siguro yung mga
Ayan.
parents na they can at least apply to their children, importante yung tulog.
Yes.
Totoo.
It's a
Super
healing,
agree.
it's a healing activity, right? In gaming, natutulog ka to recharge.
Yes, oo. I super love yung mga games na may sleep mechanics. Like yung mga Zelda, ganyan, di ba? Kasi totoo yun eh. Pag gising mo kinabukasan, fully refreshed ka.
Full yung health
life
bar.
mo, ang
Oo.
galing.
Yung
Oo.
character.
Oo, ang galing. I super
Kailangan
love
mong
those.
matulog
Mm-mm.
para mag-full yung health bar.
Ang naalala ko niyan is yung Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon.
correct,
Oo,
yes.
diba?
Harvest
Oo.
Moon.
Galing.
Oo. Yan.
So, sobrang interesting nung topic natin yan. And of course, we can't go on and on. But there's the question and answer mechanism dyan sa Spotify. Just type in your questions. We will be very happy to get back to them and reply and answer. And before we go, isa munang parting message from our guest, Mr. Kim Magdangan, no? Ano ba ang masasabi natin? One message to our co-parents who are listening.
Yun nga, siguro, ayun, we can still be a parent while allowing our children to play these online games kasi meron naman talaga siyang benefits. Yung mga, this can be their source of development socially and also source of their happiness nga. Pero yun nga, napaka-importante as we mentioned earlier, yung kilalanin natin yung anak natin para malaman natin kapag kailangan na let's say, may abnormality nang nagbabago sa kanila in terms of online gaming. So napaka-importante na kilala natin yung anak natin. Kasi developing stage to eh. Kapag na-carry nila to onto their adulthood, pwedeng maging permanent na yung behavior na yan. Kung bully, maging permanent bully sila. Or kung mababa yung self-esteem dahil sa online gaming, pwede itong maging permanent na mababa yung self-esteem. So I think yun lang ang kailangan nating may reiterate sa mga parents na kilalanin yung anak.
So,
Such a great message.
Once again, thank you, Mr. Kim. Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you for being
So,
here.
Co-parents, no? Carry ba natin yon?
Carry natin yan dapat. Joey, carry kita.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.